Hey guys, so I just got back from the horses. This is Melanie. I'm your faith and financial counselor, whatever. We have a debt cancellation Zoom tonight at 7. If you want to join us, please email me at iamhappy77@yahoo.com. That's how you can get on that. It's $55 for the first time, 12 to 15 after, as a love donation, because we have to send you the links and the recordings. So, but with this, you get 2 debt cancellation letters if you need that. If you feel like you're being strangled by debt, you got to get on that. There's some great information in it. But you got to send me the email really soon if you want, and your payment soon before 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because it's at 7. And I've got to work out at some point. So I had a lot of great intel today. We've got people posting. I posted in my community page something that I got this afternoon showing the US to IQD rate is like 238. Go check and look at that. What do you think? It seems like it could be live on Forex. So, but anyways, Sandman said, good early morning. It was the first time in the history the Union of Arab Universities holds a meeting in Baghdad. First time ever in history. If you want more details, I'll put my live link down below. I went through that in detail, read all the articles in detail. I'm just giving you a summary here. This is my summary. He said, this is an older article, but I think you should reread it real slow to catch key sentences that will blow your mind once you comprehend what they are telling the world, starting with the title of the article. I've just sent it to you before, but it bears a little more scrutiny and then some. Compare it to the situation now, looking forward to your observations. And this was from Sandman, right? It says the MOC welcomes and desires to increase investments in Iraq. They also, in this article, and I will pull that up, and I posted a little short on my YouTube channel. Guys, I post clips from my live that I think are important for you to just see the quick highlights, less than a minute each. What it said in here, it was the Minister of Commerce revealed that a wide welcome and international desire to increase investments inside of Iraq while confirming the holding of meetings with 3 countries in this regard. The 3 countries were Egyptian, Qatari, and Emirati sides through many agreements they've already signed on to. They've concluded a lot of meetings. But it says, where was I can't find the sentence now. Here it is. He pointed out the meeting came out with many decisions that were approved, including enhancing intra-trade, liberalizing trading goods, and welcoming Iraq's ascension to the World Trade Organization. So boom, chicka, boom, boom, boom. So they've been international for a while. They've been talking about doing all these international agreements and inviting people to come do business in Iraq, and you're going to get your money's worth. The Prime Minister has said the Iraqi dinar will be more valuable than the U.S. dollar, and it really looks as though it will be, given everything they've done here. And he said, I'm sending you this article. This is Sandman. I'm sending you this article to show you how long they've been preparing for the upcoming event. Couldn't sleep, so I've been doing a little research for you to share. CBI, Iraqi banking sectors committed to international compliance rules. Okay, what's really going on here is Iraq, I mean, I can read some of it to you. I read it on the live stream this morning. I'm not going to read all of it here because I want to get on to the summary and give this short and sweet summary so you know where we're at. The governor of the central bank, Al-Alek, confirmed Friday the continuation of financing foreign trade in several currencies in addition to the dollar. They've been de-dollarizing, and this continues in Iraq. He said while he indicated that the banking sector's application of compliance rules strengthens Iraq's financial position globally, he pointed out that there is an international welcome from the Ministry of Finance, the U.S. State Department, and the International Monetary Fund, including the measures implemented by the bank that strengthen the banking sector's commitments to these rules. Al-Alak told them the central bank followed a plan that included mobilizing all requests for the dollar within the proper and fundamental channels while attracting all merchants, importers, and those in need of external transfers within these frameworks and channels. He added, the more the size of these channels and the number of participants expand in them, the more it affects 2 things positively. The first is the exchange rate and its stability, and the second is providing the correct compliance rules, which strengthens the reputation of the country and the banking sector externally and strengthens Iraq's financial position globally. Pay very, very careful attention to that. Strengthens the reputation of the country and the banking sector externally and strengthens Iraq's financial position globally. Why? Because they're adhering to all those little details. about the financial system, the central bank, the International Monetary Fund, the U.S. Treasury, all that, right? So it's just amazing. It says reorganizing the external transfers process through the banks instead of the central bank or the federal bank being the executive interface of the process. They are basically saying they are ready for the smaller banks to do all the interbank transfers instead of having the CBI to be in place in between, right? So that's good, guys. That means their banks are steady and stable. Their financial systems are steady and stable. What does that mean? It means it's better for it to, because if they're steady and stable, they're ready to revalue. And this is all good news, guys. So that was from Sandman. So I'm 5 minutes in. So now we're going to move to the summary of what the other intel people, all your favorites, are saying here in the U.S. and abroad. Everybody is thinking this thing is like ready to go. So here's the latest news or recap there. And this is as of 4:16 p.m. Frank 26, Iraq, boots on the ground, Firefly, Parliament Finance is calling in the CBI to open bank branches outside of Iraq. Frank said, too late. That's been going on a while. All last year, we've already told about the private banks of the CBI. They're going to retrieve the 3-0 notes outside of Iraq because 97% or more has already been retrieved inside. The satellite banks are all over the world right now and are ready to collect the 3-0 notes. All these actions are to introduce the new exchange rate and the new national sovereignty to you, Iraqi citizens. Mark Z said, I have a lot of sources expecting it to break loose in the next 2 days of this week. Hope they are right. Gosh, I hope they're right too. Militiaman, the Central Bank of Iraq, just told Iraq that you guys can use dinar to buy multi-currencies. To do what? Clearing and settlement in the system with accurate and financial data. That's what I just read you some of the details. You can see my live to see the whole article. I go through it all. I read it all. Those two things right here are solidifying that there's something happening. Let's see. Frank 26, Iraq boots on the ground report from Firefly, bank friend, in his opinion, a new rate that will float. We're going to have gateway from Iraq to European side in trading. It will be amazing. The deletion of the zeros is near. 4 different experts on the economy being sent to us by the Central Bank of Iraq saying what is needed to be done with the zeros. It's no secret. Frank said he's 100% correct. I keep telling you it's here. Fan-Man even confirmed this morning. I've been telling you it's done. All we see is misinformation, miscommunication designed to keep you confused. So make sure you subscribe, tap the bell. You won't be confused if you're on my channel. Mountain Goat, remember the difference between the rate and the value. The value, oh wait, we got to start at the beginning. Article quote, does deleting the currency zeros affect its value? A lot of people are confused, so just listen up. I called my CBI contact, and I was told to expect the project to delete the zeros to occur very soon. Wow, wow, wow. Then out pops this article, and then another, and yet another, all dealing with the project to delete the zeros. Coincidental? We don't think so. It is now on the radar scope for the CBI for the very near future. That's part 1. Part 2 says, remember the difference between the rate and the value. The value is in the dinar already, but not reflected yet in the rate. Okay? The dinar has value, but it's not reflected in the rate. There is no need to increase the value if the true value is being suppressed by the 3-0, right? There's an economic expert, Durga Muhammad, said to the citizens, and I quote, that deleting the currency zeros does not conflict with its value. Okay, there's value and then there's a rate. Deleting the 3-0 does not conflict with the value, meaning it's coming from the rate. That's my interpretation. What is yours? Comment down below. Okay, so we all know the rate is being artificially suppressed. Once the 3 zeros are dropped, not lopped, the only thing that will change by the project to delete the zeros is the realization of the true value through its currency, meaning the rate. That's what this is saying. That's how I read it. How do you read it? Comment down below. What do you think? It's to all our benefit for they to remove the 3 zeros from the rate, not the currency, not lopping it off. Like 25,000 automatically becomes 25. That would be insane and cause chaos. Frank 26, Willy Wonka, you get that golden ticket. I think we've got a golden ticket here. I'm not too sure because it looks like something's going on. Yes. Let's see. Militiaman, merchants will now be able to use the dinar to pay for foreign currency and to buy international products. I would imagine that there would be changes to Iraqi's currency that would be reflective of the real the real value of the Iraqi dinar first. He goes on to, it doesn't make sense until everybody knows, guys. It's just so cool. It's a good time to be alive. Comment down below if you agree. Please subscribe and tap the bell. Yeah, Iraq could come out at 1310 internationally on Forex. This is Pompey Peter, a guest guru. A man could land on the sun, or pigs could fly. In other words, the odds are slightly better than those two scenarios, but in the opinion of most people, it will not happen. Here's why. Sudani stated clearly that the dinar was worth more than the dollar, and the value of the dinar would be higher than the value of the dollar. That ain't 1310 to $1. We're just saying, right? Secondly, Sudani said Iraq's dinar would be the solution to the world's financial and economic problems. Not at 1310, it's not. 3, if they come out at 1310, it's impossible for the tripart budget to work. So boom, chicka, boom, boom, boom. And then 3/3/2024, Sandy Ingram said, 10 weakest currencies in the world. The value of the currency depends on supply and demand, while some are pegged, meaning the currency is valued at an agreed upon rate. The foreign exchange rate is an indicator of a company's economic wealth. Number 10 is the Iraqi dinar. Inflation and political instability are given the reasons, but what are they saying? They are stable and secure. Stability and security is what they've been stating when they're talking with the Davos, when they were given a talk at the UN in New York City last January 2023. Guys, this is so boiling over, ready to go. We just have to wait, right? It says number 10 was the Iraqi dinar. Then there was above that is the Ugandan shilling, the Paraguayan guarani, landlocked in South Africa, the Guinean franc, the Uzbekistan, they're all just the 10 weakest currencies, right? The number 1 weakest currency is the Iranian rial, and number 2 is the Vietnamese dong. 2 of those I hold, right? Or are those 2 I hold, plus the Iraqi dinar. The 10 was Iraqi dinar. It's just hilarious at this point to think of everything they're doing, how high of a profile they have. Everybody wants to work with them. Everybody's in their country doing things in Baghdad. And even China opened up a visa office in Erbil, and then they said, oh, they're just going to accept regular passports. You don't even need to have a visa to travel there. I mean, it's stable. It's secure. So this is ready to go. There was an article that Frank brought out. Iraq, expectations of a decline in the dollar difference and a return to the official rate. Something's going on, right? It's so good, guys. Comment down below if you're excited. I'm excited. You should be excited too. So God bless you guys. Have a good night. I will see those of you who want the debt cancellation thing on the debt cancellation thing. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. But you need to email me right away. I am happy77 at yahoo.com. God bless. Bye.